the bushfires and wildfires. We saw when we were in Greenland, even the effects of the wildfires in Siberia and some of the pollution from that causing the discoloration of the ice caps, and obviously in Sardinia, seen the devastating issues with the wildfires, and then in Australia as well. We've had them pretty close to home. Like, we've been able to see a few years ago when we had them, you could see them from our back veranda. So it's definitely, it's something that is very close to home, and it is just devastating, obviously to the people's homes and property, but also to the ecosystem and our wildlife that we have as well in Australia. So it's certainly a very big issue that's very close to home.
When I was doing my research for this piece, I was really trying to find a clip of you in action on Who Dares Wins. And I think you might be able to guess the segue, right? Maybe journalists have done this to you before, but this track is actually on an old army base and the old site there. So I'm going to just lean on that to see if you can tell fans a little bit about what you expect from the track in Sardinia.
Yeah. I mean, that's bringing back a lot of memories that are going to stick with me for a long time. Hopefully it's going to be a bit warmer than when I did the SAS course. That was very, very cold. So we'll get some nicer weather in Sardinia. But we don't get to see the track until tomorrow, actually. It's the first time we get to see exactly what's in store. But I can imagine from what we know of Sardinia, it's going to be a very rough and probably, abrasive surface, and I think it'd be quite rocky, and I'm sure that the team at Extreme E have done their best to give us a really challenging track, so we look forward to seeing what's in store.
Good, really challenging track. That's what we want as well when we're watching it. So win-win for everyone, hopefully. I had to ask you as well, now we're getting to the business end of the season, leading the championship up there by 9 points, I think, from X44. First time I've really had a chance to ask about the championship fight, really, because I think most drivers take it race by race. As a team now, with 2 to go, have you started thinking about it? And if so, why or why not?
Yeah, I think for us, it's still race by race. It's great to be in this position. It's certainly the best position to be in, but it's, still not a huge amount of points. So, and we can see from every Extreme E event that we've been to, anything can happen. We're still, we need to put our best foot forward in both the next 2 races. So it's certainly, we're in no position to relax. We're really encouraged by the work that we've done so far, but, it's stepping up every single event. So we've still got a big few events ahead of us.
And just looking on Nico's social media, I see that he's actually going to be in attendance again for this one. What can you tell fans about Nico as a team principal? What's he like to work for and be around on race weekends?
Yeah, I think the great thing about Nico is what you see on TV is really what you get. He's very genuine, very passionate about the sustainability side, but also winning. So to have someone like that with that enthusiasm and passion, but also the experience and knowledge of, what it takes to win. And we can learn a lot from, having Johan as 3-time World Rallycross champion, Nico with the Formula One championship, so we've got all these different backgrounds that are coming in. So I think it's great to have someone that, has been there and won and knows what it takes from the team side, from the driving side, but is also so passionate about bringing it together. And it really is, a great team environment that we've got. So it is like one big family, or one little family.
Actually, I remember at the start of the season when Nico announced the team, I was able to get some questions with him, and we were talking about sustainability so much. He was like, wait a minute, there's a championship to win. So competitive streak is totally there. So I get that. Just to hone in a little bit, I know obviously your driving experience and your discipline is way different to Nico's, really, considering you're in the rally world and he's from F1. But are you able to maybe pinpoint a few things you have learned from Nico in particular? Maybe it's, on the race preparation side, or it's strategy or something like that. Anything that fans might be able to sort of relate to and get their teeth stuck into?
Yeah, I think so. In terms of particularly, when you're analysing the data and looking at those sort of things, obviously in Formula One, you have a lot more of that and there's a lot more you can do. In rallying, it's very difficult to do that because everything's changing all the time. So you never really have a solid base to compare against. So from that side, to be able to learn all those bits around the edges has been really helpful for me, having not much experience doing that. So really looking at all those little things you can compare and hone in on, because I mean, the track's always changing, but at least we've got, you know, one track that you remember, so it's a little bit more similar. So that's probably one of the biggest things. And then just I suppose just, you know, the experience that he has from being in those pressure situations, and you know, it's not, I guess, one specific thing as such, but more, you know, depending on what's happening, you know, getting just someone with really good advice that can see the whole picture and can help guide you in that moment. So I'm very grateful for that.
Brilliant. And I'm not sure if that was your gate being announced just there, so I'll just give you one more if that's all right.
I do apologise.
I think
we're all good. I think we're all good.
Good. So last one, and that is really just about how you know, being involved in Extremely has maybe changed your personal habits. You know, does it make you think twice about the road car you use, or how you fuel your home, or your recycling habits? What can you share with us about this year-long experience in a personal way?
It certainly has, and I think, you know, even before Extremely, you know, we're learning a lot more and more about the climate crisis and what we can do, and so it's something that you definitely know about. But what's been so great about Extremely is the educational side, and learning so much more about it, and also so much more about what we can do. So I think being involved in Extremely is really, I guess, ramped up the focus and being conscious of that every time you make a decision. So just all the little things you do, knowing how to do things better, and then, as you say, on a larger scale. So like we've switched our energy at home to a renewable supplier and things like that, where you can really just be smarter about the choices that you make every day, and still, you know, not that you really have to compromise in how you want to live, but you can just do it in a better way.
That's lovely. Thank you ever so much for sharing all of that with us and your time. I just need to ask you, is that an avocado behind you on the wall? I think it looks like it. You see it?
Yeah. It looks like a very good restaurant, actually. I should probably go and get some food. I've just come in and put my laptop down, so probably need to go and buy a coffee.